We have come. We have come. Peace. 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 I am in the vibration of peace. I am in the vibration of peace, of love and truth. I know who we are in truth. I know what we are in truth. I know how we serve in truth. We are free. We are free. We are free. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. We are here. We have come. Let us witness the I am presence. The divine has come as all things. The divine is the gift that has come as all things. Let us witness the I am presence. The I has come to be sung. Peace, peace, sweet peace. Wash over our spirit. Right here, right now, and in this place, the place whereon I stand, whereon you stand, whereon we stand, is holy ground. Let us allow love to wash us clean. Let us allow love to wash us clean. I see us in our beauty, in our right to be, in all that we have known and will know. What is true is always true. We are free. We are free. We are free. The manifest world is an agreement to a level of manifestation that I am in alignment to. Everything seen or unseen has one source. Finally, one source, which I call God. We may call it energy if we prefer that. But finally, it is tone, a resonant chord, a note sung in amplification that expresses as all manifestation. Everything seen and understood is an articulation of this. I am far more than my body. I am far more than the identity that I have held. Born in separation and claimed through separation. I have pretended that the divine is rosy and pretty. And in this, I have disagreed with the divinity that is already present because it did not resemble what I thought it should. All things are of God and can be reknown at that level of vibration. I am in accord with all things that I see and experience. I am a note or a chord in prayer, in anger, in agreement to what I wish, in denial of what I don't wish. I am the divine, an expression of it, claiming dominion through my articulation. My expectations of what I can have, or what I see or will see, are in most ways born through an identity that was agreed to in separation. I came into a body in a field of separation. The field of separation is this common plane, the common accord that we all hold. And it implicitly holds the denial of the divine, because our identity, our sense of personal and collective history, is in fact entrenched by that, or in it. I understand what separation is. Separation is simply the denial of the divine. To understand fear as the opposite of love, which is possible to claim for ourselves, is actually one way to understand. But to understand fear as the denial of the divine may be a more beneficial way to understand, because most of us think of love as an emotional state. If God is all things, God is love. God is truth. God is the bodies that we sit in and all things that we see. When we claim the inherent divinity as manifest where it has been denied, we claim the kingdom. And the kingdom is the presence of the divine that is here, that is here, that is here, and that seeks recognition through us. Let us move to the upper room, which is a level of consciousness or radiance or broadcast that coexists with the common field, but amplifies from a higher consciousness. And let us begin to claim the gifts that are present here. What is present in the kingdom is all things that exist beyond fear, and all that we understand or can understand about fear is that it is a product of belief in separation that seeks to know itself through its own creations. The action of fear is to claim more fear, and fear exists in the lower level. It is not present in the upper room, because the density of the lower field is not present in the upper. The divine that is us knows itself beyond fear. And this is the aspect of us that aligns in the upper room and claims its full expression there. When we align in the upper room, beyond the structure and the claim of fear, we begin to claim our true identity in manifestation. We are not our profession or our gender or our age or our ethnicity or our religion. These are ways of being known that are useful in the common field, but can be obstructive in the higher, because these are labels that we use to demand agreement by others is one at the level of the monad or the Christ. The monad is the articulation of the divine, come as each of us. The aspect of the divine as us has come to flower and bloom and grace its scent upon all it sees, imagines, or experiences, can be called the Christ or the divine principle. It is the monad or the Christ that is resurrected through us in the upper room, in, through, and as us. The light that is within us, once claimed in fullness, seeks its alignment through every aspect of us, inclusive of the aspects of self that have been denied the divine, or that would refute the presence of the divine within us, or within another, or within anything that we see. The denial of the divine is the only real challenge that humanity faces. Everything manifest is of God, but in vibration, at varying levels of tone or density. As we lift to the upper room, we are releasing the density. We have come. We have come. We have come. Let us align to the truth and give permission for the monad to express itself as us, which is simply being the lantern for the light. The divine is not a candy store that we raid to get the small self's wishes. But the divine is the source of all supply. The idea of plenty must be understood as ever present in the upper room, because the idea of lack, the very idea of lack, is born through the belief in separation. When we know who we are, an aspect of the Creator in form, and we know what we are, the realization of this while in form, we know how we serve, which is how this aspect, which is the divine, expresses itself as and through us. I am in the upper room. When we claim I am in the upper room, the monad or Christ itself expresses itself at the cost of the old. The common is an octave. It is in tone. It is made up of notes in a scale that we are in coherence with. Everything we see and every potential that we can imagine exists in this scale. Any song, in which case we are a song, as is our neighbor, as is everyone, can be resung in a higher octave. And the act of transposition, or playing in the higher, intoning in the higher, expressing in the higher, is the instruction here. What exists in the upper room is everything else, everything that expresses beyond fear. Everything expresses in the higher octave, which is the kingdom. The kingdom is the realization or knowing of the divine that expresses here, because it is not in agreement to separation. When we stop agreeing to fear, it is not what it was. And when we stop agreeing to fear as a collective, we create a world that is without greed, without hatred, without separation, because it is not who we truly are, nor has it ever been. When we look at a cataclysm, we may see doom and gloom, but we are also seeing potential for change. At times, a field may be raised for it to be planted anew. To move to the upper room is to move to liberation. Beyond that level of coherence, which is how humanity is reborn. This is not a teaching for the faint of heart. This is not the bag of candy or indulgence with our secret wishes. This is a true teaching of love, a true teaching of grace, and what is available to us when we transcend the lower vibrational field. We do not transcend it by ignoring it. We do not transcend it by pretending that we are not jealous when we are, by pretending that we are not angry when we are. We transcend it by realizing these aspects of self and reclaiming them in the higher octave, where they are no longer present in an amplified state. To know the kingdom is to know all is worthy to it. All have the right to it, because God expresses as all and in all. We cannot be the light and hold another in darkness. We cannot express the light and deny it in another without going into shadow ourselves. I invite you to relinquish what you no longer require in the comprehension that what is waiting for you is far greater than you know, and that you're right to it, which is your true inheritance gifted to you, is ever present here in the upper room. Let us be attuned to the Word. The Word is the energy of the Creator in action. I am Word through my body. Word, I am Word. I am Word through my vibration. Word, I am Word. I am Word through my knowing of myself as Word. Word, I am Word. I am Word through my agreement to my true worth. Word, I am Word. I am Word through my agreement to be as I can only be in truth. Word, I am Word. To damn something is to deny the divine in it, to put it outside of the light. I invite you to reclaim it in God. I am Word through this thing I see before me. Word, I am Word. I am Word through this situation, this circumstance, this challenging thing that I am witnessing or claiming. The Word is the energy of the Creator in action. To bring the Word to bear as vibration or tone upon what we see reclaims our alignment to it in a higher accord. ACCHORD, as on a piano, because we understand now that we are a note song, and our expression claims our experience individually and collectively in the common field. We have been given the tools to know what a blessing is. To damn something is to put it outside of the divine. To bless it is to claim the presence and action of the divine upon it, especially where it seems to be lacking most. To be in choice is to be in alignment to will, and the will is calibrated as well at different levels of vibration. The frequency that we hold at the higher level does not seek to control another, does not demand that it gets what it must have, but it is in alignment to a potential that it knows and sees as realizable and can be realized through alignment. In the higher octave, there is far less to do than to be, because we are always calling to us what we truly require. And these requirements will be met by us through congruence, not through declaration or even acclaim, but through the ease that comes when we know that we are the receiver of our intended good. To be in receipt of our good is to be in receipt of what we require. Of what we require in a higher level that is in agreement to our requirements. A true need may be met through an agreement to what is always true. And what is always true is Source. And the manifestation of Source is always the residual affect of a claim made in agreement. A true need, be it for sustenance, or lessons learned, or loving relations, are available in the upper room as we begin to say yes to the source of all things. The source of all things is not Santa Claus, but is the energy of the source that in fact is all things already. The chimney Santa stumbles down is Source, as is the flame in the fire pit, as is the reindeer, as is all things. All things are of God, but operating in different levels of vibration. To have our needs met effortlessly is not to have the fear that would preclude the manifestation. When we have a true need and we know our worth, we may meet the need in worth. It may be claimed by us. But sometimes we have to pick up the package at the post office because it is not being dropped at our doorstep. Perhaps we may have to seek employment, knowing that the right employment will come. Perhaps we may trust the universe to bring us the perfect partner, but go out on the date anyway, because it is our opportunity to learn. Some of us want everything the moment that we say we should have it, but some things must be earned. A true need is available to us because it is true. A true need is simply a requirement for expression. The artist needs paint. The mathematician may need a calculus or a calculator. It may need something to work with. The one who decides they are worthy can claim what they require in an expectation of its receipt. To hold the higher, to claim the higher, is to say yes to it. When we understand who we are and what we are, we move to an idea of coherence. And the manifest divine that seeks to operate as and through us claims congruence or vibrational accord with all that we encounter. The aspect of the divine as us manifests as us and expresses as us in the upper room, claims an alignment to the kingdom. And the kingdom is the realization of the manifest divine as all things. The tree as of God, the human being as of God. Let us announce the truth of the manifest thing, regardless of how it has been held in prior consciousness. When we see the divine as the tree, or the sky, or the storm, or the clouds that preclude the sun, we are taking a great step in the realization of the inherent divine. When we claim the divine upon what has been denied it, upon the war, upon the murderous, upon the horrible act, we move towards restoration, or the manifest divine come as all things, and we lift what we encounter through the presence of the divine to its true nature. The murderous is of God. The heinous act may have been committed in the denial of the divine, which is the action of fear born in separation. We may reclaim it or reknow it beyond the old, because what we damns us in return. What we damns us in return, which means calls us to that darkness that we are seeing. And the darkness in these cases can simply be said as the denial of the divine. We are being given an opportunity here to claim a new idea of our inherent worth beyond any barricade that we may have erected to our true nature. Let us support a feared. Let us support a field where a level of alchemy may be confirmed experientially. Imagine a room that is so full of light that the darkness cannot be held in it. I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. I know how I serve in truth. I am free. I am free. We are free. We are in the upper room. I make all things new. It is so. God is. God is. God is. Let us release all unworthiness to the true sound, the Word made flesh, the divine incarnate that seeks to be born in expression. What is true is always true. It will be so. God is, God is, God is. Let yourself be received. Let the tone claim you. Let the tone claim you. Let the unworthiness be reclaimed. Let the unworthiness